Welcome to Dwarvenkegger. I'm Tanner, and today we're back for another album duel review. This is a series where I review an album, Rob reviews an album. We keep the reviews about 5 minutes each, and we drop them both at the same time so you can see two different perspectives on the same album. Today we're doing Mudvanye's 2000 debut album, LD50. Now, first of all, I just want to say I really enjoy concept albums. Okay? Let's just pin that idea, okay? Now, Mudvanye, for those of you who don't know, are a nu metal band that honestly, when you're talking nu metal, you got to bring up Mudvanye. They were one of the bands that came out right in the heat of it, and honestly, this is a pretty well-produced album, honestly. Now, let's get into it. This was a concept album based around 2001: A Space Odyssey, which I love concept albums, which is great. And there's where we start to slip. Here's the thing. I don't mind concept albums, okay? Concept albums where we just keep a central theme, we keep it going. But the thing is they include 3 or 4 tracks that are just static, inconcise, like synthy chattering for effect, I guess. Honestly, it adds almost 10 minutes to this album that just literally didn't need to be there. Now, to me, this is the tale of 2 different albums, okay? The first one being nu metal. The second one being this weird, watered-down Tool sound. You've got big singles like Dig on there that's just aggressive nu metal. And other songs like -1 are very good. That's another nu metal song. But then they start to drift into this weird, like I said, watered-down Tool song where the songs start to get about 5 to 6 minutes long. And honestly, the vocalist, he starts to drift into this weird thing where he starts borrowing from, singers of the time. Like you hear little Marilyn Manson, you hear Sergey, or I'm probably murdering that, but from System of a Down. He starts doing some weird stuff, okay? And here's the thing. Tool does Tool best. Mudvanye does not do Tool service, okay? And honestly, they start to lose me. Like I said, it's the tale of 2 albums. The first 5 songs, minus the staticky, chattering 2-minute, we just put this in here for effect songs, are nu metal. But the second half is that Tool kind of stuff. The best one out of them is Prod. Really enjoy that song. It's really good. And I will say that something in this album that you're going to get that you don't get in a lot of other bands is the bass sound. He is just thrashing on that bass, and it creates this ding, like weird, like that, ding, like that little twangy sound, just because he is slapping the hell out of those strings. Okay, very cool stuff because it kind of makes them a little more distinct than others. The Clown from Slipknot helped produce this album, and honestly, it's an okay album. But what am I really looking for? I wanted nu metal. I didn't want watered down Tool. An interesting song on there is Nothing to Gain, which is based off of the serial killer Ed Gein, and it's a pretty decent song, but I don't know. This album would just kind of seem too disjointed for me, honestly. Yeah, and that's another thing. I'm gonna look over at my notes here. There's even this weird thing where he kind of gets a James Hetfield Metallica thing going, and he couldn't really decide what he wanted to do, and it just I don't know, it didn't do it for me. I felt like if they would have stuck to a certain sound or a certain idea, it would have been really good, but it just kind of comes across a little overproduced for my liking. That being said, I give it a 3 out of 5. It's not terrible, but I don't really consider it 100% nu metal. It's not 100% prog. It's this weird concept album mixture, okay? And I don't mean that in a bad way, because I told you I like concept albums, but this was a little too all over the place for me. It's like a band who can't decide really what their sound is. So, subscribe, hit that little bell at the bottom, follow us on Instagram and Facebook for all sorts of Dwarvenkegger shenanigans, and if you are looking forward to some of the craziness here at Dwarvenkegger, hit us up in that Patreon link below. Alrighty, you're going to find beer reviews, you're going to find budget booze reviews, cigar reviews, rants, raves, DK shenanigans, card openings, and all the things that keep you coming back for more. So, For next time, if you want to listen to an interesting new metal, just listen to Dig. Honestly, listen to Prod. Nothing to Gain's cool, but leave the rest at home. So check out Rob's review, and until next time, cheers.